I'm Dee Cortez, and today we're talking to Matters of Perspective, and it's dedicated to helping people identify and clear limiting beliefs that may be actually holding them back. So today, Beanie Man is here with Mo, the service dog, and he's such a cutie. We love Mo. And he's telling us about how we can push past our fear. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things. Sometimes you mentally set yourself up for failure because you won't even try.
Right. It's not really sometimes, it's really all the time.
Okay.
because what we do is we tend to go and I call it the what if down. We go into the place where we imagine the worst case scenario.
Oh, see, I don't ever do that. That's not me at all.
Good.
I don't ever do that. So.
Not ever.
But my husband does. He's
right.
the worst about that.
But I mean, we're so conditioned to look for the negative,
right.
And everything is so fear-driven. I mean, when you look at like the news and everything, I mean, it's like shooting here, killing there,
right.
blah 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 blah
right.
blah, and we're so conditioned to be afraid that it's really hard sometimes to push past that.
Now, there are some people that have a trip, like for instance, I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about my husband again, because he feels
we love talking about our husband.
Well, yeah, I love my husband, he's the best. But he says oftentimes, like, he not necessarily imagines a worst case scenario, but doesn't like to think of positive things happening, because he says he feels like he'll jinx it. So at least if something doesn't work out the way he wants it to, he won't be disappointed. I think that's a really twisted way of thinking.
It is.
Tell me why.
Yeah. Well, because, again, and I talk about it all the time, what you think about, you bring about. So
right.
if you imagine the worst case scenario,
right.
and you're playing out the horrific thing that could happen.
Right.
Okay? There's a really good chance it's going to happen. Well, law of attraction.
You're manifesting it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then now you put emotions and the feelings in, and those are the vibrations that you're sending out.
Right.
You know, so of course it's like, oh, that's what you want. Okay, here you go.
Right.
And then you get it. So what I tell people is like, first of all, what are you afraid of? Become a detective.
Okay.
It's a really good thing to do. Become a detective. It's like, ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? Is it harming me physically? Will it kill me?
Right.
If the answer is no.
Okay, but what about the people that are actually very much afraid of their success? I know that in my life, there was a time where I was really afraid. I knew that I could do it, but I was afraid of what was going to happen whenever I moved. Coming here to Colorado Springs was that for me. What was going to happen whenever I came over here and moved away from my family?
I used to be afraid of success. And what we do then is we start to self-sabotage.
Yes.
Okay, because we're afraid, and that's that fear thing, that vibration that we're sending out. So what the best thing to do is find out, really, again, ask why.
Okay.
Why am I afraid, you know? But a lot of times it's like, well, now if I'm successful and I have all the money and all these people, now everybody's going to come and they want to have stuff from me, because everybody's coming holding their hand open, give me this, give me that, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And then we're afraid, at least for me it was, for a good portion, that, well, if everybody comes knocking on the door and I have to tell them no, because you can't say yes to everybody, and you have to tell them no, then we go into this guilt trip.
Right.
You know, and I think that, to me anyway, that was a lot of that played into that fear of success. It wasn't so much that, I mean, I was looking forward to making the money and being successful and all of that, but I was afraid of not the ramifications, that's a wrong word, but what it will do. You know, again, all these people coming, oh, now you have money, you know, give me something.
Right. Okay, so what is the thing that people should tell themselves if they find themselves in a place of fear where they're blocking their success?
Again, find out why you're afraid.
Okay.
Become a detective, become a forensic, you know, kind of thing.
Look within yourself.
Look within yourself and find out, what am I really afraid of?
Okay.
And then ask further questions once you've identified what you're afraid of. Why am I afraid? What is it really that I'm afraid of?
Yeah.
You know, and for me, what I do usually, when opportunity comes, yes.
Right.
I just say yes, and then I go, oh boy, what did I get myself into? But really, become a forensic scientist for yourself and find out if it's not danger to your life or your well-being physically.
Okay.
You got nothing to lose.
I always love talking to you. It's always such a positive experience. If you want some more information, just head to Matters of Perspective, and you can get all the information that you need. It's mattersofperspective.com. So definitely a cool thing. Coming up, guys, later on the show, Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is